Mercado v Manzano. Facts: this is a petition for certiorari seeking to set aside the resolution of the Glam&Gore Bank and to declare Manzano disqualified to hold the office of Vice Mayor of Makati City. Important details on Edu Manzano, born September 4, 1955 in San Francisco, California, USA to Filipino parents. On the May 11, 1998 elections for Vice Mayoralty of Makati City, 3 candidates competed for the post: Eduardo B. Manzano, Ernesto S. Mercado, and Gabriel V. Daza III. Manzano won the elections, but his proclamation was suspended due to a pending petition for disqualification filed by a certain Ernesto Mamaril alleging that Manzano was an American citizen. On May 7, 1998, the 2nd Division of the Glam&Gore cancelled the certificate of candidacy of Manzano on the grounds of his dual citizenship, which disqualifies him according to Sector 40 of the Local Government Code. Manzano filed a motion for reconsideration. Mercado sought to intervene in the case for disqualification. Manzano opposed the motion to intervene. The motion was unresolved. But on August 31, 1998, the Glam&Gore Bank reversed the 2nd Division's ruling on the cancellation of the certificate of candidacy and directing the proclamation of Manzano as winner, saying, Manzano, being born in the USA, obtained U.S. citizenship by operation of the U.S. Constitution and laws under principle of jus soli. Yet, by being born to Filipino parents, Manzano natural-born Filipino citizen, by operation of the 1935 Philippine Constitution and laws under principle jus sanguinis. Although he is registered as an alien with the Philippine Bureau of Immigration and holds an American passport, he has not lost his Filipino citizenship since he has not renounced it and has not taken an oath of allegiance to the USA. Manzano, after the age of majority, registered himself as a voter and voted in the 1992, 1995, and 1998 Philippine elections, which effectively renounced his U.S. citizenship under American law. Under Philippine law, he no longer had U.S. citizenship. Private respondent Manzano was then proclaimed as Vice Mayor of Makati City. Issues: 1. Petitioner Mercado has personality to bring this suit considering that he was not an original party in the case for disqualification filed by Ernesto Mamaril, nor was his motion for leave to intervene granted. Yes. 1. Respondent Manzano is a dual citizen, and if so, 1. He is disqualified from being a candidate for Vice Mayor in Makati City. No. Reasons: Manzano argues that Mercado has neither legal interest in the matter of litigation nor an interest to protect because he is a defeated candidate for the Vice Mayoralty post of Makati City cannot be proclaimed as the Vice Mayor of Makati City. Even if the private respondent be ultimately disqualified by final and executory judgment. This assumes that at the time intervention was sought, there had already been a proclamation of the election results for the Vice Mayoralty elections when in fact, there has not been such a proclamation. Certainly, the petitioner had, and still has an interest in ousting private respondent from the race when he sought to intervene. The rule in Labo v. Glam&Gore only applies when the election of the respondent is contested, and the question is won the second placer may be declared winner. If Mamaril was competent to bring action, so was Mercado, being a rival candidate. Petitioner has right to intervene even if he filed the motion on May 20, 1998, when it was shown that the private respondent had the most votes. Electoral Reforms Law of 1987 provides that intervention may be allowed in proceedings for disqualification even after election if there has been no final judgment rendered. Failure of Kumlik and Bank to resolve petitioner's motion for intervention was tantamount to denial of the motion, justifying this petition for certiorari. Invoking the maxim dura lex sed lex, petitioner contends that through sections 40 of the Local Government Code, Congress has commanded in explicit terms the ineligibility of persons possessing dual allegiance to hold elective office. Dual citizenship is different from dual allegiance. Dual citizenship is involuntary, it arises out of circumstances of birth or marriage, where a person is recognized to be a national by two or more states. Dual allegiance is a result of a person's volition. It is a situation wherein a person simultaneously owes, by some positive act, loyalty to two or more states. Dual citizenship is an issue because a person who has this raises a question of which state's law must apply to him/her, therefore posting a threat to a country's sovereignty. In seconds 5 Article 4 of the Constitution on Citizenship, the concern was not with dual citizenship per se, but with naturalized citizens who maintain allegiance to their countries of origin even after naturalization. Hence, dual citizenship in the aforementioned disqualification clause must mean dual allegiance. Therefore, persons with mere dual citizenship do not fall under this disqualification. It should suffice that upon filing of certificates for candidacy, such persons with dual citizenships have elected their Philippine citizenship to terminate their dual citizenship. In private respondent's certificate of candidacy, he made these statements under oath on March 27, 1998, "I am a Filipino citizen natural born. I am not a permanent resident of, or immigrant to, a foreign country. I am eligible for the office I seek to be elected. I will support and defend the Constitution of the Philippines and will maintain true faith and allegiance thereto." The filing of such certificate of candidacy sufficed to renounce his American citizenship, effectively removing any disqualification he might have as a dual citizen. In Frivaldo v. Kumlik, it was held that by laws of the United States, Frivaldo lost his American citizenship when he took his oath of allegiance to the Philippine government when he ran for governor in 1988, in 1992, and in 1995. Every certificate of candidacy contains an oath of allegiance to the Philippine government. Therefore, petitioner Mercado's contention that the oath of allegiance contained in private respondent's certificate of candidacy is insufficient to constitute his renunciation of his American citizenship. Also, equally without merit is his contention that, to be effective, such renunciation should have been made upon reaching the age of majority, since no law requires the election of Philippine citizenship to be made upon majority age. Plus, the fact that Manzano admitted that he was registered as an American citizen with the Philippine Bureau of Immigration and Deportation and that he holds an American passport which he used for his last travel to the U.S. dated April 22, 1997 should not be such a big deal. At the time of said travel, the use of an American passport was simply an assertion of his American nationality before the termination of his American citizenship. Admitting that he was a registered alien does not mean that he is not still a Filipino. Manzano's oath of allegiance, together with the fact he has spent his life here, received his education here, and practiced his profession here, and has taken part in past Philippine elections, leaves no doubt of his election of Philippine citizenship. Wherefore, petition for certiorari, dismissed. Asterisk ineligibility refers to lack of qualifications prescribed.